Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, I come to inflict upon you showtime. Hi, guys. So here's a game I haven't played for many years, Project Gorgon. Long ago, I played through. I couldn't even tell you if it was like 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours. Long, long ago. It's attempting to refresh and try again. There we go. The music was loud, and you can't change it until you're in game. Let's see. We'll just start human. It's easy, straightforward, you know. Let's see. Face. Let's check and see what facial options we've got. Oh, that's Frankensteinian. I like it. Age. Oh, that's why. Age set to the max. That is appropriate. Body. Do we have it? No, we don't want to be tall. Short and chunky would be fine. That'll do. Height. I am actually of average height. Muscle tone. Yeah, not really. Not so much that you would notice. Features. Hair. Eyebrows must also be white. Facial hair must be white. Actual hair must be absent entirely. There we are. What do we got in the way of facial hair? That's a dashing stash. That's quite a stash. That's pretty close. We'll go with that. Lipstick. Not that you can see. Makeup, no. Lipstick opacity. Underwear color. Seriously? I'm definitely a black underwear kind of guy. Yeah. Character name? Well, we'll try lens. Character name is already in use. I wonder if that's my ancient character when I got into the very early demo. I am playing this on the demo right now. I'll never join you. Oh, I'm dead already. Well, that was quick. Hey, dude. Finish his mind wipe and prepare him for transit. I gotta say, the one in the sort of pinkish, purplish is definitely the coolest looking. Yeah, I mean, I literally click on create, and 2 seconds later, I'm dead and getting mind wiped. All right, now, hopefully. The music was so loud. It was very, very loud. Oh, here I am. Been mind wiped. I'm dressed very stylishly. 1 star. A dropped backpack. Someone's travel bag washed up on the shore. Well, I'll take it. Found some food and a sword. Eat the food and equip the sword. Press the backpack icon on the right of the screen, then right click the sword icon. See those. No. I'm assuming the fact that they have the red outline means that they're currently being worn. This Grass shirt. Smells of urine. I seldom urinate up in the air. Mostly I go sort of out. Well, that is usually my intent. Moldy ancient sword. Equip. Uh-huh. And hardtack. Eat. I didn't check the pants. Somebody has worn these undergarments previously without washing them. Hopefully that person was you, but you're not sure. Anyway, they reek, plus they provide no armor. Alright, so we have presumably a basic attack and a punch. And somebody died there, a player. No bottle, there's a bell. A dilapidated guardian. I'll search the corpse. It had nothing. Everybody's just killing stuff. Welcome to old school gaming, everyone. That's pretty rocks. I can see my house from here. Not really. Moldy ancient gloves. Venom spider. Dead venom spider, presumably. No. No loot on it. Suddenly I'm going to reach the dragon's lair and it will eat me. Malnourished wolf. Oh, we have a venom spider. Oh, it's coming. I have my first kill. I got feathers. The spider had feathers. Okay. Anything else? No, just feathers. Gotta say, that is a little peculiar, a little unexpected. So for anyone who's not familiar with this game, it's been in development for a long time, very small team, basically a husband and wife, I think. I believe the wife has passed away. I will peruse. I have leveled up in lore. I am more lore smarty than I was, if that's a thing. Basics of alchemy? Sure. Why would I not want to read that? And laymen often confuse mycology and alchemy because they both use mushrooms. But here's the rule of thumb. It's just mushrooms. It's mycology. It involves combining a lot of things into a potion. That's all. I'll study the recipes. I have learned parasol mushroom flavor. Pick-me-up juice. Rotten strawberry. Turn a perfectly good strawberry into a perfectly bad one. Magic? No, it's alchemy. Do we have anything else upstairs? I played it a long time ago for some length of time, a few hours, I think. And I thought it was clever and nifty because, you know, any sort of game from a small team. Oh, no loot for me on it. You know, it's cool. I certainly approve of more games from small teams whenever possible and or practical. And obviously it owes, you know, an especially large amount to, you know, the EverQuest, for instance. We have moldy ancient gloves, and These are so slimy. Wearing them is like sticking dozens of something. In the demo version of the game, you can't pick up items dropped by other players. Oh, a giant rat. A still living giant rat. No longer living. I just learned the ability Parry. Defensive maneuver that diminishes enemies' rage and weakens their next attack. That's the little purple bar under their health bar. When their rage is full, they do special rage attack. Skeleton swordsman's special move will stun you. Very annoying. Try your parry ability. Use it when their rage meter gets full. That's the basics. And he had Salt. So he's an MMO player. He's an internet MMO player. He's got Salt. Oh, we had a bunch of respawns. Hi. Wait, what? What's that? Why is that not working? Oh. I killed 2 of them. He had a couple of things on him, moldy things. They're my moldy things now. And he had a moldy thing. I found armor. Good evening to you. So the game finally had its full, honest-to-God release 3 days ago. And so I figured I wanted to give it another little look-see and see what sort of state it is. Oh, yuck. Combat refreshes. Max armor plus 12. It's hideous leather armor. Well, anyone who's watched me and my fashion sense knows that I am completely down with hideous-looking stuff. Interesting. So the armor is going back up now? Max armor plus 12, max armor plus 5. Oh, I guess I took off the other things that had armor, which temporarily reduces your armor, and then these have higher additional values on top of the base values, I think. It looks better. I'm not going to say it looks a lot better, but it does look somewhat better. I have no idea what the fire thing there means. I wonder how many people are playing right now. I can check. You know, Steam. All kinds of ancient stuff just laying around. Not sure. Okay, we've got a buff, I think. A haste concoction. Hard attack. Mutation extra skin. Ew. It's raining, and I feel friendship and camaraderie. Hello and thank you. I'm attempting to have a good night. The night is young. The sun hasn't quite set yet. I'm going to do a quick check out of curiosity. As to how many people are playing. Just a sec here. Currently, 1,800 players. Pretty good. There's something in that direction. Strange platform. Parasol mushrooms. Well, I'm going to pick some parasol. Level 1 in mycology, which, if you're not familiar with it, is the study and knowledge of mushrooms and other fungus and fungi type things. Oh, Fap got killed. There's his tombstone. Spelled P-H-A-P. Wouldn't want to be smutty or anything. Malnourished wolf. Strange platform. Whoop, we've got a spider. I've leveled up to 2 with the sword. And more feathers. These are weird spiders. The spiders have feathers. A little... Drop sack. Got something out of that. Amethysts. Not sure what I could, spend my sudden found gemological wealth on. I have an obelisk. It's an obelisk, as you can tell. Oh, touch. You hear a clear monotone in your voice. Head say, the first digit of the coordinate is 6. You might have to write down the stuff like this in your notepad. Find it by finding the quest button. Quest. Crafting, books, quest. First digit of the coordinate is 6. Notepad. There we go. There's an old spoon. Don't know, I wouldn't take it. It's a spoon. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like an occasional spoon? That rat had nothing. What an inconsiderate rat to have no loot on it. I was not an... Whoops, hold it. I played a very, very small amount of Asherons. So I would have to say that no, not really. It would be an exaggeration to say I played it. A few hours, maybe. And that may have been AC2. I can't remember, did AC2 like have a brief life as a free-to-play game? Spooderweb. Spooderweb. An orbiting gem of anger tossing. Now, years ago I played a little bit of this. But I couldn't say how long. A few hours. Storage check. It's locked via some sort of mechanism. Journal entry. I can't pick up items dropped by other players, because I am in the demo, not in the full-blown game. We have a whole bunch of moldy stuff. I am wearing some moldy stuff already. On me it looks good, of course. A toughened skeletal guard. Whoops, okay. I'm probably in trouble. I'm assuming he's level 5. No, that's the damage I'm doing. I killed him, punk. He has some strange dirt on him. More mycology. I do remember the crafting and cooking system being very deep. And as skill-based systems, I've always been very keen on. Come on, Spooter. Let's play, you and me. I just learned the ability Many Cuts, a flurry of attacks. Repairman's moldy ancient shirt. That seems better than the one I'm currently wearing. Requires unarmed level 1. I can't wear it yet. Right? You need at least one skill in unarmed. So I'd have to hit things with my fist then, would I? Fortunately, I can do that. With Control 1. Ki! My Kung Fu is strong. You just gotta, you know, punch rats to death. Oh, he's dead already. Punching him to death would get me nothing. Oh, Spooter. You coming? Oh, multiple Spooters. So many Spooters! New ability? Front kick. Good work. Front kick will propel a monster away from you. That'll be handy when you're fighting two monsters at once. Give it a try. After I subvert... I do not have permissions. This is the one I just killed! The hell are you talking about? This one I can understand not being able to look at because I didn't kill that one, but I killed the first one I was clicking. I was robbed. Somebody's ninjing my loot. We get another giant rat that I can punch and get unarmed up to 1 so that I can wear that item I just got, which looks better than what I was currently using. Orbiting Gem of Anger Tossing. I assume that one is going to get... I'm going to get the... You can't pick that up. You can't pick that up. Journal entry. Can't pick that up. The Southern Pedestal. I'm going to touch it. Ooh, shiny. Is it going to, like, teleport me someplace? One of 4 nearby, huh? What's Project Gorgon? It is a very small team. I think a husband-wife team. I believe the wife passed away not very long ago. Or at least mostly a husband-wife team. Been in development for years. I tried it a large number of years ago. Just for a few hours. I don't remember. Maybe somewhere between 2 and like 8 hours. And they just had their full release. Cave cheese. The rat was carrying cheese. Well, he knew he was going out for the day, so... it is an old school type of MMO, as you can see. Ooh, that's tough. I've had enough of you. Comfortable ancient gloves. Well, I'll take those. Yeah, it is certainly largely inspired by EverQuest and the other very early games. Oh, look. A Deinonychus. Amulet of Slashing Mitigation. Okay. Nothing seems to happen. Locked via some mechanism. Okay, I'm guessing we've got 4 gates. When I clicked on this gate, it started to glow. So if we click on the other gates... Is that one still glowing? Does not look like it. Glowing. Glowing. Not glowing. Okay. I know Hollow played it a good deal more than I did, so he would have more information. It is a skill-based system, not class-based. Deep crafting and skilling options. Well, that's all 4 lit. Find a strange assortment of things, some foodstuffs, and an old book. I have taken all of the items and solved the puzzle. I am so smart. You all can confirm that I'm smart. Right? What else did we get? Let's see. Comfortable ancient gloves, which appear to be better than what I was wearing. Or identical. Max armor. Oh, that's what I was wearing, max armor of 6. More armor and more power, but no health buff. Okay, I'm fine with that. The repositioning amulet of smashing mitigation. Parry restores 3 health, that seems good. Chance to ignore stuns when sword skill is active. Hip throw. I don't want to throw my hip. At my age, it might break. Unarmed attacks. Oh, let's go ahead and equip that. Mild cheddar cheese, sugar, and instructions for rat training. I want to learn rat training. Befriend a rat. The rat will fight for you as long as you remain in the rat's natural home zone. Requires a cheese. I've completed the goal, master the art of taming rats. I can tame rats. So, since I can train rats, Vorp, would you like a piece of cheese? Oh, you see what I did there? Oh, I insulted my friend. Kind of ridiculous, though. And I'm okay with that. All right, how do I train it? Do we have another skill for that? Let's see. Oh. No. God damn it. I didn't want to kill this rat. I wanted to tame this rat. It was going to be my rat. I'm so sorry. I accidentally killed it. Yes, I always preferred the line, could you please speak up, I'm not listening. That worked. But yours isn't bad, boy. What I did want to see is get to a place where I'm not going to be attacked by a suddenly respawning spooter, hopefully. I am on the strange platform, though. Oh, there's a clicky there? Strange platform, examine. Strange device, clearly not in working order, but it was once probably pretty cool. Let's see, skills. That's the persona. That's one handsome-looking fellow, don't you think? Particularly stylish are those gloves. Social. Me. Never. Settings. VIP. Crafting. Books and lore. Quest. Maps. Skills and abilities. Let's see. My sword's up to 3. Unarmed is up to 1 now, so I should be able to put on that other piece of gear. Special abilities. Charm rat. Let's drag that down to control 6 on the hotbar. Or maybe 6 on the bar? No. 40 power. Cooldown is a minute. Range is 10 meters. Consumes cheese. You have some. They can be dragged into the ability bar on the side of the screen. They actually can't. Try it. Looks like it should work. Not working. And I'll repeat it again, just in case anyone's not paying attention. The skills are K. Okay, that's good. These abilities can be dragged onto the ability bar on the side. See, oh, on the side, over there. Ah, charm rat. There we go. Never mind. Got it. All is clear. All is klar, Herr Kommissar. Old guy music reference. Sorry. I'm looking for a rat. Rats. Looking for rats in all the wrong places. I see a giant rat up there, but it's like somebody's up there. Somebody trying to ninja my rat. Nope, nope. It's a dead rat. We have dead rats everywhere. Malnourished wolf. Right, I already killed one Deinonychus. He dropped a fat loot. Oh, I did want to also check and see. I think I can now wear this. Repairman's moldy ancient shirt. Armor, health, power. We have another strange platform. And we have a giant rat that I'm going to tame. Loves me! Ratty loves daddy. Oh, we have a malnourished wolf. I leveled up to 1 in endurance. I have a simple armor patch kit. I'll take that. This strange platform seems to be working better than the other one. Weird swirly stuff coming out of it. Looks like magic. Okay. Can I would like to name my giant rat. Can I name him? Obviously, I'd want to name him Vorpine to, keep playing the bit. I picked mycology has gone up again. My mycology has gone up again. No, I'm not stammering. We have another obelisk. It's just an obelisk. Oh, there it is. Third digit of the coordinate is 1. We have a dropped sack. Couple more items. Broken necklace and more sugar. I got 2 broken necklaces. Give me a sec. Another Deinonychus. Guy's fighting a Deinonychus. Something did attack. Oh no, that's my rat. Lens love ratty. I'm going to call him Dennis. Spooter. My sword is now level 4. We have another moldy ancient shirt. Alt. Now we can see the numbers. I prefer the repairman's moldy ancient shirt because it's got extra numbers. I like more numbers, and I cannot lie. I have a pet giant rat, Dennis. Dennis is the best. Nobody else's giant rat is anywhere good as Dennis. Nice work, Dennis. Really honed it. Okay, 2 spooter webs. Very nice. Yeah, very, very reminiscent of EQ/EQ2. Got dilapidated guardians. Hey, a dilapidated guardian. Let's get it. Come on, Dennis. You and me. Moldy ancient gloves. I prefer my comfortable ancient gloves. Thank you. I mean, why go moldy when you can go comfy? You know? Alright, so this is where we came in. Right. There's a bed where we could no doubt catch some Z's. A textbook. Start to read. Ryger stops you. Who? Oh, Ryger, get away from my book. Ryger. Not Roger, Ryger. Could be Ryger. Oh, you're the corpse they tossed on the beach. I guess you weren't dead. Well, welcome to Hell Island. There's no way off this island. You'll soon die like this. Nice house you got here. Oh, this old thing. Well, the bed's mine. You can sleep on the porch. The skeletons don't come up here, so you'll be safe. You mentioned some crones. Who are they? Oh, they're just some crones that come by every month or two. They leave a few bodies in the sand. Sometimes they leave as food or supplies, but not very often. What's a crone? They're a race of people like elves or humans, but uglier. They stink pretty badly. And like to cackle. That's all I know. Why do they bring people here? No idea. I mean, if they wanted to kill people, they just throw them into the sea, but they carefully throw them ashore and then dump people on the beach. Is that how you got here? Yeah, I guess so. It was a while ago. When will they return again? A month, maybe? Damn, that's too long. There has to be a way off this island. Sure, just swim to Cerbul. It's only a few miles. Wait, you look optimistic. That was a joke. You can't swim to Cerbul. If the extreme currents didn't kill you, the evil sharks, the devil sharks, you're stuck. I really want to escape. Suit yourself, Tiger. I'm gonna look around. Bye. He's got some nice paintings here. Will he let me read now? He stopped me again. Ryger's kind of a jerk. I've decided arbitrarily that Ryger... An observation goal. I can talk to him. Welcome, student. Lovely weather we are having today, isn't it? Oh, you seem a bit lost. Perhaps you would like some guidance. Yes, please. There are 3 others on the island you may want to seek out. The first is an elven man back the way you came, right up the hill from the dock. He doesn't seem to leave his home very often. Here, let me mark it on your map. You can add your own pin. Who are the others? There's a woman on the northeastern part of the island. She mostly keeps to herself. And you see that big tower to the east of here? There's a teacher performing the usual studies there. He may be able to answer any of the questions you have. Great. Enjoy the beach. Very helpful. Mostly help. Kind of, sort of, mostly help. Sir Spellicon's tombstone. Apparently another player has died. I will mourn. That was my mournful music. Because I was, mourning. An old skeleton guard. Hey! Dennis has decided to go crazy attacking skeletons. He's got a bone to pick with me. A femur. So we just killed a one-legged skeletal archer. Because he only had one. That's probably like a heal potion. Level 2 of mycology, which of course is the study of people named Mike. Got another tombstone, Gorgonzola, misspelled, but well, maybe misspelled. I shouldn't say misspelled. Maybe that's the way he spells his name. That's the tower. No, because of the way it is. Alright, we had been in here. I don't remember if we actually went all the way up, or if there was a hole. We have a bed. I don't think I did go all no, I'm pretty sure I didn't climb the ladder. Got to be a little bit careful with your climbing, because you need to actually climb. I appear to have climbed to no good effect. We've got some braziers. And here's Dennis waiting for me. Thank you, Dennis. It's good that, you can have some constancy in your life. And Dennis, well, we've been together for minutes now. Up. Misclick. I misclicked. Misclicked again. Well, actually, that wasn't quick. So they said there was a guy in here, but maybe I just didn't talk to him. Elmataf. I remember you. Milagita, right? Come back to tour the old grounds. Well, island's not in good shape anymore. Don't think you'll enjoy your visit. Of course I do. Never forget a face. You were younger back then, but I guess that's how time works. Anyway, you came for a visit. I'm afraid there's not much left. I don't know. It's gone. Another person got mind wiped. Those damned hags have dumped dozens or so people in the past year. No idea why. Most of them got killed within an hour or so of arriving, but then they weren't old students of mine. Remember any of my lessons? No, I don't remember you or anything about this place. Well, shit. And you're not going to survive long. Yeah, what the hell is with the... There was this, wave going through the rocks of the tower. The place is overrun with creepy crawlies now, since no students come for battle testing. Students used to come here? Well, it's a state secret, but you used to have authorization, so I guess you still do. There was a school for gifted people a while back, run by the council. They were looking for the best and brightest to become master warriors, battle mages, thaumaturges, ultra-heroic, blah, blah, blah. This island was part of their final exam. Students had to show competence in a bunch of different skills here. Only a few graduated. Someone killed them. It's a dangerous place. I wonder if you passed your final exam. Hey, guess it doesn't matter now. That school's gone now? Yep, been gone for years. They shut everything down in a hurry one day. Oh, why? When the school closed up, I moved here because that's my own business. Is there a way off this island? Well, you could swim. No, don't look so hopeful. That was a joke. The sea's full of sharks and horrible creatures. An elven friend comes to visit every year or so, you could get a ride back from her. Shouldn't be more than 6 or 8 minutes wait. That's too long. Any other way? Well, if you still had your magic training, you could teleport, I suppose. Can you teach me to teleport? You were a fast learner before, so I guess I could try to teach you again, but it took weeks to master. That's after you've been studying the basics of magic for quite a while. Hopefully some remnant of that training is still in your head somewhere. We can give it a shot and see. Great, how do we begin? Well, first you need an amethyst as a catalyst, fresh out of gem. No problem, I happen to have 2. Perfect, now sit down, and I shall go over the basics of teleportation. 10 seconds later... I learned the recipe Bind Circle. Ties your soul to a particular teleportation circle so that you can return to it via teleportation. You must be standing. There, now that you know the basics, you should go find a working teleportation platform and practice binding. What do I do exactly? There are a couple of teleportation platforms on the island. Hopefully they're still in working order. Find one of them and bind yourself to it with your amethyst and the salt I just gave you. Oh, and there's one other thing. Okay, stand in the teleportation and press crafting button on the right of the screen and the bind circle recipe. What else? There's a small chance your amethyst will explode when you use it. Perfectly normal. Nothing to be ashamed of. Whenever you cast a teleportation spell, there's a 1 in 5 chance for the gem to explode. That's why you should always carry a spare amethyst. Well, I'll give it a shot. I had other questions. Can I read your books? Of course. Just don't run off with them. They're very old and valuable. Well, they're not very valuable. Like a creepy basement university left. They weren't in good shape then when I found them. The sea air isn't doing them any favors, but still, they're more valuable than most of the junk on the site. Thanks, that was all. I've already read all of his books. Not that there were a lot of books. Well, Basics of Alchemy I read, right? You got a lot of other books, but none of them are clickies, so I'm guessing that's it. The history as well, we read. Alright, we need to find one of the circles. There were a couple of them. One of them at least wasn't working. Crude underwear. You know, I'm going to let that be. I'm going to not pick up the crude underwear. I mean, I have my fetishes. Let's be clear on that. I am not above a weird kink or two. But generally speaking, other people's underwear, not one of my favorites, let's say. Leveled up to 2 endurance. Swordsman's moldy ancient helm. Well, I'm not currently wearing a helm. I learned the ability to dig deep. We have a new hack, guys. We're gonna equip it. Now I look like everybody else who was in the room just a minute ago. Or possibly, I'm the Pope? Probably not that. Food. Some kind of porridge. I'm going to consume the porridge. Crab porridge. My endurance. For an hour after you eat food, your health and power will feel more quickly. Chest is locked. Lawara beckons to me. Oh, hi, Lawara. Lawara. It would be nice if they had a more distinct way of denoting NPCs. Like many characters meet, she has a favor level. You do favors for her, or other kind of things, such as giving gifts or just hanging out. You advance in favor levels. Each favor level has a reward, such as a special item, new skill, or way to interact with the character. Who are you? Decided to call myself Lawara. I don't know my real name. They ripped my brain clean a few years ago. Yeah, they say I was some sort of military leader. That seems ridiculous, though. Why don't we leave together? No offense, but you're not my type. And I don't need your help. I can leave whenever I want to. I just don't want to. Is there anything I can do for you? I guess if you learn anything about me when you leave the island, you can come tell me. I'll do that. Goodbye for now. She's beckoning me again. Let's see if I can get a little more information. Want to get into that chest, huh? How do I get into that chest? All I know is what a crone told me. I think she was trying to motivate me. She said she'd put the key to my chest inside a training dump. That's all. Any idea how to destroy a training dump? Arrows don't work, swords don't work, punching it doesn't work, so I guess I need to find a different way to damage it. I'm gonna go that high. Sorry, Laura. Magic spell, maybe? Kicking? Kicking might work. Hi, Dennis. Dennis is still with me. Hola to you. Or oleo, if you prefer something a little greasier. I'm trying to play Stanley Beamish. I know it's a reference. It's just not coming to me. Oh, Spooter. Dead Spooter. Thank you, Dennis. As always, I'm counting on you. 3 spider legs. But only 3. Exactly 3 spider legs. No wonder I could beat him so easily. He only had 3 legs. I feel bad. I'm beating up the handicapped spiders. Oh, where were the teleporting scroll or teleportation pads? That's a glowy. Might be one of them. Wolf bone? A femur. We only seem to get femur. It's like the rest of these things, they just don't have any other bones besides femurs. Which seems a little bit unfair. Ah, Fat Body's alt account. There we go. The Hola should have been a giveaway, and we have met before, Mr. Beach. It's been a while. And it is still a reference, and I still don't remember what it's a reference to. But I'm pretty sure we had that exact same discussion. Your new knee, are you currently like bed-bound or chair-bound or otherwise bound? Congrats on the new knee. Because new knees is good news. Sorry. I hope it works better than the old one. I do remember sore was kind of what you had to deal with previously. The last time they worked on it. If my brain is still functional. That's at best 50-50. All right, something's attacking. Oh, another multiple malnourished wolves. Thank you, Dennis. We got some wolf meat and a femur. The giant rat here is Dennis. He's my friend. And is that... Oh, that's dig deep. That's some of your body's reserves of power in an emergency. This was crafting. I had to come over here and do crafting on it. Bind soul circle. I have 2. I have a bunch of salt. Let's bind. I'm binding. I'm into binding and discipline. I just learned the recipe. Recall circle. Send you back to the teleportation. leveled up to 5 in teleportation. First time using this circle, earned 200 bonus teleport XP. I'm bound to this teleport, 100 XP in teleportation. I can teleport all over this place. Parasol mushroom flakes, I can make those. Pick me up juice. I'll need bottles of water and the flakes, which I can make. That's the recall circle. Rotten strawberries allows you to turn a strawberry into a rotten strawberry. It's science. Alchemy, which isn't really science, but it's like science, only magic. More mycology. Oh man, not again. That's what the dead guy just said. More strange dirt. Tasty crab. I will catch the fish. I caught the crab and leveled up to 1 in fishing. Oh. Where's Dennis? Did you kill my rat? Oh, you bastard. I got the cheese back from Dennis. So that's positive. They killed Dennis, but I got his cheese back from him that I used to capture him in the first place. I don't think I've been in there. Pick more mushrooms, more mycology for me. Ooh, is this like a dungeon? Well, it's going down, so that certainly seems functionally dungeon-like. Records golems. We have a plate. We have a records golem. Welcome, visitor name here. Access to artifacts and restricted right passageway. Authorization can be obtained by and the at any time. If you need assistance, please inquire with any records worker. I probably shouldn't take the plate. They might object. Logbook. Earlier entries are too faded to read. The most recent entries appear to be a hasty record of various supplies and materials. Each entry is initialed E. Broken barrel. I got something. Oak wood chips. Cartography plus 45. I took a goblet. Oh, well, that's a strange barrier and a torn page. Simple enough to get past the so-called guard. Reprogramming the golems gave me a little trouble, and I fear one or two may no longer lower level recognize my authorization. I can't get in. I don't have the magic juju required to get past the magic juju. More mushrooms. My mycology is up to 3. Proctor's journal. The journals were written by someone named Elmataf, that would be E, who proctored some sort of test for many years. Most of the journal entries are just dates and indecipherable numbers, but one longer entry catches your eye. I've been fooled. Yesterday, a devious student passed my magic test without knowing any magic. How many other students have tricked me? Furious. At first, I assumed she used alchemy, but no, my detection runes would have alerted me to that. After interrogation, the truth is even more embarrassing. She used primitive science called mycology. I have transcribed her methods below, and will study it more carefully when time permits, study the details. I learned the recipe: basic spore bombs. Concoct explosive fungal bombs. The result's dangerous to most creatures, but especially those that are momentarily vulnerable. I just learned the ability Spore Bomb 1. Ink bottle. It's inky. I'll take that. A book. Another book. Lots of little shrooms. More little shrooms. An oddly focused rat. And he's gone. Book page. I leveled up to 1 in cartography, whereas human children are often taught simple mnemonic. 20 godlings in the ground, 20 more in air surround. 1 was killed in demon fire. 2 were banished to the mire. The logic behind the couplet no longer makes sense due to the recent changes, but the addition and subtraction at least provide us a correct number of gods. Most council citizens can name a dozen common gods, but the majority of them are too minor to be well known, or are most active on other continents. Okay. Barrel of liquid. I need an empty bottle. Did you know you have a special intuition about supernatural dangers? You can tell when a nearby creature can inflict terrible curses on you. These curses are often much worse than death. It's really dumb to ignore this danger. You can always come back later with friends and heavy weaponry if you need to satisfy your curiosity. I will take that as a warning and not be stupid. Hard as that may be to believe, I am capable, when I put my mind to it, of being not entirely stupid. Only mostly stupid. Hello, sir or madam. Failback mode. I am unable to process the visual input. Please identify yourself. I will identify myself. Whoops. Correctly. Greetings, Malagate. Alumni are only allowed to visit with proper supervision. Please leave immediately. Oh, don't worry. I'm being supervised. Very good. How may I be of service? Who are you and what is this place? Location uncertain. I'm a records custodian. My place of work is Records Hall, Stranmar Academy. I've been moved to an undisclosed location by authorized representatives of Stranmar Academy. Question? So you were stolen from the academy? I was moved by an authorized representative of Stranmar Academy. I am under strict orders not to return to Stranmar Academy for any reason. And I conjecture the academy grounds may be dangerous. I may have been expelled due to misbehavior. I may be leaking dangerous magic that can harm others. Wait, are you leaking dangerous magic? I am not capable of determining the answer to this question. All self-diagnostic tools are broken. You said I was an alumni. Correct. Malagate attended Stranmar Academy. Did I do well in school? No great information is available. Please visit the records hall at Stranmar Academy for this information. Oh, do you have any useful records about me? I have attendance information, which indicates that Malagate did not attend this year's graduation ceremony. Why not? Conjecture. You may have been indisposed at the time. You may have failed to graduate. You may have refused to attend for petty emotional reasons. You may have been killed prior to the ceremony. Well, I'm not killed. Thank you for the information. It has been recorded. All right, so we've talked to 2. Let's try the running man. Emergency protocol invoked. Normal operations suspended. Okay. And you, sir? That's, Ophigelophago. Who the gat... yeah, okay, that's... Potha word. Sounds like it's sort of double Dutch. Double Dutch was something my mom taught me. Basically, replacing certain things, similar to Pig Latin. So, password. So, Othug. password. So we remove OFAG. Hello? What is the password? I cannot say. Do not tell anyone. I won't. I won't tell a soul. But what I will do, really quick, is AFK for a sec and get myself some coffee. My new front kick will propel a monster. Yeah, that's the basics. We'll come up here. Oh, I was going to say to get away from any potential attackers while I get my coffee. I've learned the ability Wind Strike. Level 5 in Sword, level 3 in Endurance. Shoddy Phlogiston. I hate shoddy phlogiston. The good phlogiston is great, but the shoddy stuff is just, it's dreadful. It's the cheap stuff. They get it from abroad. I'm making things up again. I'll be right back. Hey, I didn't get killed while I was gone. That's a plus. I would like to find another rat so that I can tame Dennis 2.0. Giant rat. I am charming a rat. It wouldn't be fair to name him Dennis. Dennis was a lovely rat. He deserves an identity of his own. Elvis. He is now Elvis. And we got cheese from him. Elvis is still with me. Elvis is everywhere. Elvis is everything. Elvis is everybody. Elvis is still the king. We got some more mushrooms. We'll pick those. Something beat us to it. Increase our mycology. Been in here a couple times. Trying to figure out where on the island we haven't been. Well, more mycology. Awful lot of skeleton guards down here. A swordsman's moldy adventure helm of evasive maneuvers. Do we prefer that, or do we prefer the one that we're already wearing? Let's see. Max armor is the same. Basic numbers are the same. Sword damage +5 is the same. Precision pierce deals 9 direct health damage further with the target's rage by 35, while unarmed skill is active. So now it seems like they're basically about the same. I don't have the... I can't wear it. That's why it's red. I don't have unarmed. At 5. My unarmed is at 1. I'd have to abuse a lot of... Hey! Hey! An orbiting gem. That was an orbiting. A garnet that floats around your head and emits light. Obviously made by an apprentice still learning the craft. The enchantment is clumsy and the gem wobbles slightly. Gives me a little extra armor, so I will wear it. I hadn't seen other people wearing it, so I will not wear this. Elvis is kicking ass and taking names. I actually don't know if he's taking names. Probably not. He doesn't actually have hands. More femurs. And salt. Well, we will get some more mycology XP, and is this cooking XP? Food XP? Oh, fishing. Ding 2 in fishing. More mycology for sure. Ding 4 in mycology. Apparently, fungus is a big deal in this world. A clownfish. Doot, 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 doot. I don't know what the little bunk sound there was. We have another tasty crab. More fishing. I wonder, can we actually do swimming? We can. I'm not sure if we're getting any XP, swimming XP. My assumption is probably yes. Right, that is the enchanted dummy. Sign set. Students must defeat dummy for passing grade. Okay, I'll wait for the dummy to respawn, and then I'll beat it up. The key for the box. Level 2 and unarmed. Well, I guess I used an unarmed skill. Moldy ancient shield. Let's go ahead and equip that. Sword and board, baby. Where was the woman who had the chest with the key? Lawara, that's it. So that is sort of that direction. Anyone's looking for an old school type of game, here you go. My endurance is now 4. Red game chip. Small painted wooden chip used in card and parlor. Alright, Lawara. How close are we to Lawara? We're pretty close, but more in that direction. Hi, Lawara. So I'm going to try to open your chest, if you'll pardon the expression. You can store any type of item in here. General lawyer's pants. These once amazing pants aren't amazing anymore. They're torn and mangled, but there's still some armor on them. Could be worse. The hand's own tag says, "To General Lawyer. Lawyer? You may remember me, always yours, Kelly." An amulet of sorting, healing potions, and sword repose. Let's take a look. We can store items in them. I guess we now have a storage chest. Let's see, these pants compared to my current pants are extraordinarily better. I lose 5 health, but it adds like 35 armor. 50 something. We have an Amulet of Sorting. The repositioning Amulet of Slashing Mitigation. Probably better. Parry restores health. For stuns, hit throws, and unarmed attacks. And sword. For sword level 7, I do not have that yet. I'm going to talk to. Just stolen everything out of her box. That's nice island you got here, I suppose. I'm planning to leave soon. I'm sick of seafood, and the only thing I can find is barrels of old oats. I'm almost ready to go. Now I just have to psych myself up. Hey, I'm leaving too. Let's go together. No offense, but you're not like that. Anything I can do for you? I guess if you learn anything about me when you leave the island, come tell me. Come on, let's leave together. She doesn't dig me. What can I say? No, I can apparently increase my rep with her just by hanging. Which, let's face it, hanging around is something I am, if anything, overqualified. Thank you, Elvis. Moldy Ancient Shield. That's not as good as the shield I'm currently wearing. Yes, my current shield is definitely better. A wild apple, not confused with a horse apple. I leveled up to 1 in foraging. This will allow me to protect myself from doctors for 1 day. Oh, that like it. Thank you, Elvis. Excellent work. Living up to the expectations I had. Level 6 in sword. I think I needed 7 before I could learn that other attack. Feathers on spiders. I'm not getting that. An ivory spoon. Why settle for some crappy little metal spoon when you could have an ivory spoon? Does that look like it? Okay. An empty bottle. Yay, we got our empty bottle. Spooter. Spiders, gotta say that. Parasol mushrooms, more mycology. Must be on a teleportation platform. Okay, so this is no longer a teleportation platform because it's busted. I didn't break it, okay? Not my fault. First Responder's moldy ancient shield. There's a scroll over here, I thought I saw. Their ivory spoon. Presumably it's some value to someone somewhere. Tasty crab. More fishing XP. My fishing is now level 3, which is efficient to catch fish that are level probably 3. Guessing. Making stuff up, actually. Back at the targeting dummy, the combat dummy. We can find that dungeon again. Killed one of these guys already. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm getting my ass super kicked. Earned 50 death XP. Bonus XP. First death from this cause. Okay, now it doesn't seem to be much of a death penalty there. Except I lost Elvis. Lost Elvis. Find myself. I mean, I can't replace Elvis. You know, the place he has in my heart will always be there. It's like. No, I cannot. It's worth trying. Look for another giant rat. Take out my spleen on everything that crosses my way. Spider legs. Why would you kill a giant rat? Oh my god, why would you kill a giant rat when you can tame it? Alright, he's alive. Teddy. This is my new giant rat friend. His name's Teddy. Lots of tasty crabs there. That is a simple metal slab. I prefer complicated metal slabs, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. More mushrooms. Got to do the mycology. It's just the way of things. Got a skeletal mage again. I'm going in again. Strange dirt. Same thing first time I killed one of those guys. Strange dirt. Trying to find the dungeon I had previously found. Or a tiny little island. It's easy to get goddamn lost here because it all looks the same. That guy just punched out a Deinonychus. Impressive. Most impressive. Mycology is not going to train itself. Safety crime. Gut your enemy like a fish. Requires a skinning knife. There's a 5% chance for knife. Multiples of them again, that's not great. Stunned me. Oh, moldy ancient shoes. Guessing first hit on a mob gets claim on the loot, which is surprising. Let's check. We picked up boots. Are we wearing boots? We have moldy ancient shoes. These are moldy ancient shoes. These are identical moldy ancient shoes. The shield's better than I'm still trying to find that dungeon again. Portals and dungeons. Right, there's the Elven Man. Laura. teleportation spot. Moldy ancient pants. Those aren't as good as the pants I already have. All mushroom, because mycology. Important thing in the game. Her little bonk. It's a little bonky and something's attacking. Get it. There's wolf coming. Oh. And Micah's a goblet. Oh, something's. Got a crab. And a crab. Yeah, we got incoming wolf. More salt. Continue to not be able to find the dungeon. Not that I think I can necessarily do anything in there, but over-enthusiastic jump. Doing a terrific job of hiding itself. Oop, ancient tutorial. The demo version, oh, somebody dropped it. Curse them! And the horse they rode in. Actually, I don't think any of us rode in on the horse. We got delivered here. Boat. Yeah. Perhaps I should have taken a little bit more care and notice. Perhaps dropped a little. Oh, there it is. No sooner do I say, oh, I'm just going to frickin' give up. Okay, here it is. Actually, oh, it was that little white thing. All right. Door. Enter. I'm back. Here we go. Underground window. Bright light streams through this window, obscuring the view if there is one. There's a subtle glow of magic coming from the glass panes. Well, we're underground. You'd kind of expect that might be the issue. Right, the golems appear to be the same. I have collected liquid. I now have a bottle of sugar water. I've never consumed this type of drink. Well, I'm going to go ahead and drink. I have leveled up to level 2 in Gourmand. Got to do a little bit of a gourmandizing, you know. Yep, still can't get through. See, we've been in here, right? Just make sure we're not missing anything before we go into the area that supposedly we were warned might be cursed. Proctor's journal. Yeah, that's the spore bomb. Oddly focused rat. Perhaps we could befriend him? I have an oddly focused rat as a pet now. Sorry, Teddy. You're yesterday's news. I now have an oddly focused rat for a pet. Book page. Now, the implication was... likely fate 38% worse than death. Well, am I really afraid of something only 38% worse? Bosses are scary. They're very hard to kill by yourself, and their special ability will curse you. Curses are weird effects. Don't wear off. Go to the next room alone, you're likely to end up cursed, which is even worse than death. I'm sure I believe them. Parasol mushrooms. Rusty shackles. The restraints are rusty and broken. Does a boss spawn in here and we're all just waiting around for the boss to spawn? I don't know. I think that answer is yes. Gage's the big-headed. Earned 1 combat wisdom. I killed Gage's the big-headed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Gage's the big-headed. Not so big now, are you? Now that you're dead and your head's still big, though. Dude, seriously. Getting a hat. That's a real problem. That is as best I can determine. Unless now I can get in to that other place I couldn't get into previously. No, I still cannot. There's a strange barrier I cannot get through. Touch the wall. Oh. Must know how many godlings. Well, let me check my notes. Quest log. Notepad. 6-something-1. I need to check the information again. Okay, it wasn't there. That was the information I was looking for. What was the information about the gods? Talk to Emetaph. Oh, I have to talk to Emetaph after. Okay. Liquid, Proctor's journal, study the details. That's the bomb. Someone set up me the bomb. Book page. 20 godlings in the ground, 20 more in air surround. 1 was killed in demon fire, 2 were banished to the mire. So that should be 37, but that doesn't make sense with the other. 69. Nice. You kids today. So 40 less, yeah, it should be 37, but that doesn't make sense. But we're going to try it anyway. Going the wrong way. Now you're just making stuff up. $37. An old sword. And an unlocked chest. Contains a worn bow and several bundles of arrows. I fire an arrow with exceptional speed, so now I can start pew-pewing, if I like. I have an old sword. Let's check our old sword. Requires sword level 1 and unarmed level 5. Why on earth would it require unarmed? It's a sword! Swords require sword. What do we got over here? An old bed. An excited note. The hags are becoming more persistent. I won't be able to stay here much longer. Must wrap up my experiments. The nature sphere is done. The magical sunlight grew a tree in just a few weeks. Even more amazing, when I turned it off, warm sunlight continued to pour into the cave. Perhaps I don't understand this device as well as I thought. Frantic note. 2. Level 2 in lore, the nature sphere continues to confound me. It seems to be leaking an incomprehensible amount of magic. What amazing power. This will succeed where my other experiments have failed. The mantises, the brain beasts, all of those can wait. I have a better idea for an army. If I can create enough sentient weather, I could reclaim my place on the council, and then I could, but no more daydreaming. First, I must find a way to contain the nature sphere so that it doesn't destroy the world. And a cheese wheel just spawned, so I'm going to take the cheese wheel because it's a cheese wheel. Of course I'm going to take it. Experiment journal. And after abandoning Head 1, this has been my primary experiment. It is always thrilling to invent a new kind of life, but this one's ultimate utility is unclear. Oh, that's being too kind to myself. Their brain mass weighs 3 stone, and yet they're dumber than a dog. And while they have psychic power, it's used only as rudimentary attack. I have to acknowledge failure that such a large brain creature could be dumber than an orc. Tragic. Embarrassing. The key is their diet. I've fed them whatever food I could find down here, but that grows their body without growing their mind. They also need a diet of consciousness. I fed one of my mantis guardians to them, and I'm almost certain they became a bit more self-aware. I have only a few mantis guards left here. I should have brought more with me, so I must find another food source. I learned the ability Brain Scrub. Dispels up to 3 stacks of the Brain Fog debuff. I've been feeding rats and other vermin to the brain creatures. That's all I could find here, since they cannot feed an undead consciousness. There has been some improvement. They're even becoming aggressive. While individually they're still weak, their combined psychic powers can be debilitating. So I created a simple counter spell to neutralize their longer-term effects and quickly minimize the simplification. Animals are clearly not sufficient mental prey. They need smarter food. I'm declaring these brain creatures to be another failed experiment for now. I must leave, but I'm releasing the strongest of the brain bugs into the caves below so they can grow and perhaps thrive. I will come and find their offspring when I have a supply of smarter creatures to feed them. He sounds lovely. He just sounds like an absolute charmer. We've got snow falling. We're deep underground, but it's snowing. Well, fortunately, my mycology always needs improvement. It is a snowy tree. Although it is dead now, apparently grew here straight out of the basement floor. A flurry of snow whips continuously around the upper branches. What are they fighting in there? Records worker. I'll help. Not help much, but a little, you know. Alright, another one popped up. There's a sluggish brain bug. We have brain bugs, everyone. Another shield. Strange barrier. Well, I'm going to kill a brain bug. Maybe 2. It's sluggish. Training golem and a bookshelf. Oh, it's sluggish. It doesn't appear that I can actually attack it. My cursor's being messed up. Oh, I can attack them. No, I can't. Oh, it's dead. That's why. Moldy ancient shoes. Already what I got. The small rooms are perfect for early selection and breeding. Appropriating the lab here was an excellent idea. I've also fashioned some old grates into breeding pens, but I fear they're not secure enough for long-term use. Cryptography. Oh, we got a goblet, which I think is loot. Alchemy book. I'll study the recipes. Click on the icon of cauldron to use the recipes. well-chewed page. It's time to leave. I've released the best of the mantis stock into the world at large. A few failed subjects escaped into the warrens of caves behind the basement. Perhaps they'll survive long enough to use it when I return. I take the majority of the brain beasts with me to continue their development. Brain bug nest. Really, just a urine-soaked mattress. Yeah, I'm going to pass. I could use that, but I choose to not do so. More mycology, another goblet. Did I get that torn page? Yes, I did. Oh, we got brain bug. Sluggish brain. Ooh. They killed my rat. There's a plate. Sure, I'll loot a plate. I have a bookshelf. Even more books covering a wide array of topics. Bookshelf. Numerous books about controlling golems, many of which are focused on how golems fire their targets. Many different ways to cycle through possible targets, all of which are configurable from the keys settings menu. Every golem should take it upon themselves to configure these settings to their liking. A series of books containing golem movements, problems therein, potential solutions. Auto move is but one of many settings to configure on a per golem basis. There is no ideal setup, as it entirely dependent on the golem and their preferences. Broken bookshelf. Got another goblet. I'll take it. Not too proud to steal. An old bed. Power nap. I am power napping. I awaken somewhat rested. I feel better. Another goblet. I got a lot of goblets, man. I'm going to start Goblets Are Us. I'm going to make so much money. Where was... This was the next. Restricted. A glowing restricted records prodigy testing area for access C. Stronmar Academy Proctor Elmetaf. Alright. He's on in the lighthouse. We had a quest to go see him anyway. Talk to Elmetaf anyway. Let's see. That's Elmetaf. Basically, he's due north. Eat the food in your inventory. Eat one ration and save the rest for later. Food. Slate. Why do I have food? I've got some kind of food in here. Mild cheddar cheese. That's good for catching the Pork shoulder. What's that? Spider legs. Those do not sound delicious. Oak wood chips. That's a lot of fiber. All right, we'll eat some cheese. I'm level 5 gourmand now. That's some quality cheese. Elmataf. Back so soon? Milligeet? You find bind to a teleportation. I found a glowing red barrier in the dungeon. Yes, I've done it, first of all. Wonderful. When you have enough hands-on experience to teleport yourself, just go to a teleportation circle and cast Recall Circle spell. I hope you come back to me. Wait, that'll send me to my bound location, right? Yeah, she'll be whisked away to wherever you last bound yourself. But I bound myself to here. What? Why? No, you can't get off it. Oh, I see. I did tell you to do that. Well, shit. Come on, what do I have to do? Well, I do know how to remotely bind to a distant location, but I couldn't possibly teach you such an advanced teleportation technique. It took me 40 years to learn it. That's one. Feels like I cast it on yourself, so you can change my bound location. Remote binding is hard, even for the most advanced mages, and I'm a little past my prime, but I can give it a shot. If you like, I can probably get you somewhere off this island, probably on dry land. I couldn't promise anything specific. Fine, I'll take it. What do I do? I'll need to do some math to compensate for ley line fluctuation. Fortunately, there are some obelisks that choose for this very thing. Back when the council was teleporting students here every week, hopefully they still find the 4 obelisks and write down their info and bring it to me. Obelisks, right. But also, there's a glowing red barrier in the dungeon. Do you know how to get past it? Dungeon? What? Oh, you mean the records facility. Ha! You have to admit those offices are dark and cold. None of the faculty wanted to work in there, so we ended up converting some of the old rooms and lower levels into testing area. They sealed it off when they left for safety, but I think they just couldn't be bothered to deal with leftover skeletons. I haven't been down there for quite some time, and I suggest you stay away as well. It's quite dangerous now. I doubt there's anything valuable. Can you get me in? Well, if you insist, I was a proctor. I should have a pass around here somewhere. Ah, yes. Here's a pass that'll get you through the bit. Be careful. I am going to call it an evening right here. It seems to be a convenient time and place. I will be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. As always, thank you guys very, very much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Not positive. Maybe some more Project Gorgon tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll play it by ear. Any suggestions, left ear or right ear, which one I should play it by? Will be welcome. But I'm going to call it here. As I said, again, thank you very much for hanging. Hopefully we'll see you soon. I hope the rest of your Saturday night and your weekend in general kicks ass. Back tomorrow. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out.